Look who's back. The Pixel 6 Pro, the Google 6 Pro. Now, I had this phone not that long ago, as you all know that follow me, and I did a full review on this. And I mean, I said it was a great phone, which it is. It depends on, who it's for. I mean, everybody likes what they like. Everybody don't like the same thing. Now, like I said before, if you're somebody that likes stock Android, pure vanilla stock Android, and you don't care about a bunch of features and all that stuff, this is the phone that you want. Google is their software works best with this phone more than any other phone out there because we know all the other Android phones come from Google's software. Is Android. But when you talk about a phone that has everything in it that works perfect with their software, it's their phone, the Google 6 Pro. Now, of course, the 7 Pro is out, and of course, there's a lot of buzz about that. But it really shouldn't be that much buzz, honestly, because that phone to me is really not that much different than this one. Just slightly improvements on the camera. You got a newer chip that's really not going to work any different than this one. Honestly, it's not. It does have a different look. When you look up at, the thing across, you have like an outer shell more so as opposed to it being blacked out like this. Now I prefer the design of the Google Pixel 6 Pro over that of the 7 Pro. Now that's just me. Now some people like the newer design, and that's cool, but I like this design better. Now the last time I had this device, I had the I think black and gray one, which it was a fingerprint magnet. Now the cloudy white, if you decide to use this without a case, you're not going to see any fingerprints at all. So that's why I decided to get the white. And not only that, because I really don't use my phones without a case, but those times when I'm home, and I got carpet on my floor in my bedroom, then I'll take it out the case and just want to feel the phone. Because some people, you just want to feel that phone. You want to feel that build quality. Now, let me say this. The build quality on this phone is A1. It's excellent. It feels so premium. That glass build, like I know some people don't want a glass phone because they're concerned, they want to use it without a case, but they're concerned if they drop it, it's going to shatter and break. I understand that. And you don't even want to use the case. So in that instance, you would prefer something, maybe that feels like glass but plastic. I understand that completely, but it's just something about the feeling of glass. It just feels so good in the hand. It's so comfortable. It just feels so premium. It's hard to explain. I mean, I know those of you out there that use premium devices without cases, you know what I'm talking about. So I love the build quality of this phone. Now, I did say in the last video I did on this device, because I did the 10 reasons why I was returning this. For me, the price that I paid for it at the time was way too much and it just wasn't worth it, especially because I didn't even want to keep the phone. But when you can get it for over $200 less than what I originally paid, because this device was less than $300 on Amazon. The Amazon renewed, less than $300. So if you want a Pixel device, you want pure stock Android, and you want this phone as opposed to the 7 Pro, that's going to be a lot more. Just go to Amazon.com, put in Pixel 6 Pro, and you'll see, unless they're all gone, but this was under $300. For under $300, you definitely should pick this up if this is the kind of phone you want. Because keep in mind, this phone has great cameras. I'm telling you, I'm not. This phone has great cameras. One of the best camera devices that I have. Because the other ones are, of course, I'm shooting with my Note 20 Ultra, so that's one of my favorite cameras, and the Mi 11 Ultra. This is by far the best camera on a smartphone that I have, even better than the Pixel, in my opinion. Now, you could disagree with that. That's fine. It's hard for you to disagree if you have never had this device. But I posted, I did 2 videos on nothing but photos and videos on this device. And of course, I did my full review of the Pixel 6 Pro, where you can see photos and videos of that. This by far takes the best photos and videos that I have. Now, also keep in mind with this, you're getting dual stereo speakers that sound really good. Now, My only issue is that the bottom speaker is considerably louder than the top. Excuse me. And I wished they were evenly like the distribution of sound was even with both, and also that they had actually put the speakers on the front of the device like they used to back in the day. Now, that's something that they did, that this company did, Asus ROG 5. That's what they did with this phone. There's speakers on the front, right down at the bottom and right at the top. I don't know if you can see it, but they hit it pretty good. But they're in the front, and I think all premium devices should have this. Should have the speakers on the front of the device, not one at the bottom and one in the earpiece. No. So I do like the stereo speakers on this phone. They sound really, really good. Love the build quality. I love the design. Don't like that button placement, but I could double tap the screen to turn it off. So it's not. Now I'm using a Nova launcher here. That's why it looks like this. I can't do the Pixel launcher because I can't move that Google bar. I don't want that Google bar on the front of my home screen. I don't want that weather widget that they have where I can't remove it. I don't want that up there. This is the way I want my home screen to look. I don't need the Google feed. I don't need it. If I want to if I want to use it, I know how to access it where I can use it, but I don't really use it that much, so I don't need it. But this is the way I want my home screen to look. And if I just get tired of that home, this power button being way up here like that, which I think is bad placement, just double tap, turn the screen right off. Now the fingerprint sensor works excellent. Like I said before in my full review, they definitely fixed the fingerprint sensor. Is zero issue. It's 100% accurate now. You got the always on display, which is nice to have an always on display. But the only thing about it is not customizable, which, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. At least it has one. Of course, no face unlock on here or anything like that. Performance with this phone is excellent. That's one thing I do like about it. So the performance is buttery smooth. Love the performance of this device. Gorilla Glass Victus on the front and the back. I mean, and the battery life now, let me say this real quick and I'm almost finished. The battery life on this phone is crazy. Man, it took me so long to kill the battery on this phone. Let me show you something. I'm gonna prove. No, you know what? I had already started charging up a little bit, but let me just tell you, after I know it was over 20 something hours and over 8 hours of screen on time. Seriously. And I know I could have got 9 hours of screen on time. So if you're looking for that phone that gives you that beastly battery, this is the phone for you, because I'm telling you, Samsung can't even compare to the Google Pixel 6 Pro when it comes to battery life. That phone drains whether you use it or not. It just drains battery. You're not going to have that problem with the Google Pixel 6 Pro. The battery on this device is phenomenal. 5,000 milliamps. It's phenomenal. It really is. The Google speech to text is great. Spam blocker. Now you have some stuff on here that you could use if you're into this type of phone. I'm only going to use a few things. A lot of other those things don't matter to me. But I did say I was going to consider re-getting this phone again because, it does have a great camera, great battery life, great performance. It's going to get 2 more years of software updates and I think 4 more years of security updates, because it just came out in 2021. So it's just a little over a year old. So it's going to be good for a while. And with me giving away my Pixel 4 XL, I wouldn't have had any more Pixels left because I gave my Pixel 3a to someone in my family a while ago. And now I'm getting ready to give away my Pixel 4 XL. So I wanted to have a Pixel phone on deck. It'll be in my rotation. I don't know how heavy it'll be in my rotation, but it definitely will be in my rotation amongst the other phones that I have. But this is a great phone. Glad I got it again. And if you could get it for under $300 unlocked, so this one is unlocked, you should definitely pick this one up. Definitely. So look who's back again, the Google Pixel 6 Pro. And I'm going to, now that I've gotten this phone back again, I'm going to be doing some comparisons with other devices that I have. So look for them. All right. So do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content when it's released. And I appreciate you taking the time to view this content. Y'all take care. Hope everybody out there is safe and safe. I mean, hope everybody out there is well and staying safe. And I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.